In this video, I'm going to explain deriving the quadratic equation. And here, let x1 and x2 root of equation ax squared plus bx plus c. And you remember these formulas from Vieta's formulas. x1 plus x2 is equal to minus b over a. x1 times x2 is equal to c over a. Which means here, if you divide the ax squared plus bx plus c, both sides with a, it's equal to 0 over a, then you are going to get this equation, which is equal to x squared plus b over x plus c over a. Then instead of b over a, if you replace x1 plus x2, and instead of c over a, if you replace x1 times x2, you are going to get this equation. Here, x squared minus x1 plus x2, x plus x1 times x2, this is going to be, it's written wrongly, x1 times x2 is going to be equal to 0, and this is the formula when the roots are given. There are some formulas, we can find another formulas, but this is the most common one, and we are going to use in our solutions now this one. Okay, find the quadratic equation whose roots are minus 1 and plus 1. Directly I'm going to write the formula here, x squared minus x1 plus x2x plus x1 times x2. x1 times x2 is equal to 0. So x squared minus 1 plus 5 x plus minus 1 times plus 5 is equal to 0. It's going to be x squared minus 1 plus 5, it's equal to 4, minus 4x, then minus 1 times 5, it's equal to minus 1 plus 1 minus 1, it's going to be equal to minus 5 is going to be equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation whose roots are minus 1 and 5. Okay. Here, find the quadratic equation whose roots only 1 over 3, it's asking. So from this question, I'm understanding that this is double root case. Double root. In double root, if you remember, x1 is equal to x2, and it's find the quadratic equation, it says also. It's the quadratic equation. So the roots are equal to 1 over 3. I am rewriting the formula x squared minus x1 plus x2x plus x1 times x2 is equal to 0, which means x squared minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3x plus 1 over 3 times 1 over 3 is equal to 0, which is x squared minus 2 over 3x plus 1 over 9 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation, but I can multiply to both sides by 9, because this is the smallest denominator, and each expression I'm going to multiply by 9, then it's going to be like 9 times x squared, 9 times x squared minus 9 times 2 over 3 x plus 9 times 1 over 9 1 over 9 is going to be equal to 9 times 0. So as you see here, I multiply by this number by 9. Why I multiply by 9? Because this is the smallest denominator, and if I multiply by 9, then I'll get one equation without rational expression. Then it's going to be equal to 9x squared, 9 and 3, if you simplify, it's going to be equal to 3. It's going to be equal to 3. So this is 3 times, it's going to be like that here. this one and this one we simplify. Then it's going to be equal to here. Let's write this one. Okay, a bit down. 9 and 3 we simplify, and here 9 and 9 we simplify. 9 and 9 we may simplify. Then we will get this is the last part now. 9x squared minus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the equation whose roots are only 1 over 3. Okay. Find the equations whose roots are 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. These are conjugate numbers. You remember this term. And the roots are x1, x squared minus x1 plus x2. I have written the formula here. That's why I'm not going to write one more time. Root 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3x plus x1 times x2 is equal to 0. So it means that 2 plus root 3 times 2 minus root 3 is equal to 0. Here, this is going to be x squared, and root 3 and root 3, they simplify each other, which is equal to 2 plus 2 is equal to minus 4, and this is the last part now. Here, minus 4x, plus, here we have one important part, 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3, they are conjugate of each other, which means I'm going to multiply a minus b times a plus b times a minus b, which is equal to a squared minus b squared. So I'm going to write here plus 4 squared minus 3 squared, which is equal to 0. Then 2 squared, not 4 squared minus 3 squared. These are the results of the instead of a, it's going to be 2 squared. Instead of here root 3 squared, it's going to be, which is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 3 is equal to 0, or x squared minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0, it's going to be. Okay. Here these are a bit different. These are the equations whose roots are 1 more than the roots of the x squared minus 3x minus 4. So I'm going to use also here Vieta's formula. Then I'm going to do like this. Here roots are 1 more than roots of x squared minus 3x minus 4. I know that x1, I have one x1 and x2 for this one. This is the roots of the equation here, x1 and x2 it's going to be, and I need to find x3 and x4. x3 is equal to x1 plus 1, and x4 is equal to x2 plus 1. It's going to be, this is the case. Find the equation whose roots are 1 more than the roots of equation x squared minus 3x minus 4. Here, firstly, I need to know what is a over b, and together we are going to use this one, minus b over a, because I need to know x1 plus x2, what it is, because when I write the equation for the for this given information, it's going to be like x squared minus x3 plus x4 x minus x3 times x4, it's going to be is equal to 0. So x squared minus x3 times x4 x minus x3 times x4, if it's equal to 0, if I replace x3 and x4 by x1 and x2, the equation will be like x squared minus x1 plus 1 plus x2 plus 1, it's going to be, and here x1 plus 1 and x2 plus 1 x minus x1 plus 1 times x2 plus 1 is equal to 0. It's going to be, okay, then it's equal to x squared minus x1 plus x2, x1 plus x2 plus 2 x plus, minus, I'm going to give minus sign to all of them because minus sign is in front, and multiplication result, it's going to affect the multiplication result. x1 times x2 is equal to minus x1 times x2. x1 times 1 is equal to minus x1. 1 times x2 is equal to minus x2. 1 times 1 is equal to 1, but we have minus sign, that's why it's going to be equal to minus 1 is equal to 0. Here, as you see, I need x1 plus x2, and by the way, I need to write also this one here, x squared minus x1 plus x2 plus 2x minus x1 times x2. I said, but this is minus x1 minus x2. If I get minus parentheses this side only, it's going to be minus x1 plus x2. So again, I have x1 plus x2. Then minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, how to find the x1 and x2? Here it is given by using the Vieta's formula. I can find easily x1 plus x2. x1 plus x2 is equal to minus b over a, which is equal to minus 3 over 1, which is equal to 3. And x1 times x2 is equal to c over a, which is equal to minus 4 over 1, which is equal to minus 4, going to be. Okay, now I'm going to replace the values here. Here, it's going to be like this. x squared minus x1 plus x2 is equal to 3 plus 2x minus 4, because x1 times x2 is equal to minus 4, minus 3 minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is going to be x squared minus 5x plus 4 minus 3 minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the last part now. X squared minus 4 minus 3 minus 1, it's equal to 0. So x squared minus 5x plus 0 is equal to 0. But 0 is not written. That's why the equation is x squared minus 5x, which is the equation which is the roots 1 more than the x squared minus 3x minus 4.
This is the last question. The equation x squared plus k plus 4x plus k minus 4 has symmetric roots. What does symmetric roots here means? Let me explain that one. If I say x1 is equal to a, then x2 it's going to be equal to minus a. So what does it mean? Here x1 plus x2, it's going to be equal to a plus minus a, which is equal to 0. Here in the question, we know like this: x squared minus x1 plus x2 x plus x1 times x2 is equal to 0. You know that one. And x1 plus x2, if it's equal to 0, which means k plus 4 is equal to 0, which is equal to x1 plus x2 minus x1 plus x2, that's equal to 0. It means that k plus 4 is equal to 0. Then k is equal to minus 4. It's going to be. Then here we are going to solve like this is the last part of the equation. Here if I replace k with minus 4, then our equation is going to be x squared plus k plus 4 x plus k minus 4 is equal to 0, becomes x squared plus minus 4 plus 4 x plus minus 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. It's going to be x squared, here this is 0, x squared minus 8 is equal to 0, and you know how to solve this one. X squared is equal to 8, x1 and x2, it's going to be equal to x1 and x2, it's going to be equal to root of 8, which is equal to 2 and plus minus, of course, plus and minus root of 8, which is equal to plus and minus, here, plus and minus root of 8, which is equal to plus and minus 2 root 2 is the answer of the question.